Welcome to the iPad Apps First Look channel, and today we are looking at something that maybe some of you are going to say, hey, you're doing the same video again. No, I'm not. I did a review of Action Scanner Lite, which basically it turns your iPhone, iPod Touch and iPad into a police scanner. This is the Pro version. I promised I would try the Pro version and let you know what how it is. And first things first, I will mention that I've got the Pro version free, thanks to Jeffrey Rainville, that actually is the person who made this app, and he saw my first review and wanted me to have the Pro version free to review and look at. So I will say that, but I can say that it does not change what I have to say. I will not say things better because somebody offered me a code or free version. So it's $1.99, and the difference between the Pro version and the Lite version is in the choice of feeds that you can have. So you have access to more feeds. Another thing that's interesting about the Pro version, you also have more I would say channels, because you can program your iPhone or iPad into kind of a multiple channels with different types of action, police, fire, whatever, AM radio repeaters. So this is a small app, only 2 megabytes, so it's really small. It requires iOS 5 later. It's compatible with the iPhone, iPad and iPod Touch. It's optimized for the iPhone 5, needs iOS 5 or later. And if we look at the app itself now, let's go and check it here. Here we go. This is what it looks like. And finally, you have all your different banks. So like a scanner, you can program the different banks and the different as I see here, this is Kamloops, BC, RCMP, which is our federal police. So now you can program different banks with all of your favorites, and this makes this app really cool because it has much more space for you to program on the Pro version, as the free version does not have any does not have more than I believe it's 1 bank or 2. So it does make more space available for all your feeds. Of course, there's the maps and the information available. Also the feeds, you get access to more feeds on the Pro version than you have on the Lite version. So there's more stuff that you can actually listen to. There's also something nice, is that you can actually go and scan in the background if you want. If you turn that on, it means that you can leave the application running in the background. It's going to scan your different feeds. Even though you're doing something else, you'll hear the feeds, as long as it doesn't use the sound, of course, of your iPhone. There's a sleep timer also in this version, which is cool. That really makes you, if you want to, go to bed listening to, for example, your local fire and police department. Well, if you're afraid of falling asleep and don't want to use up maybe some data of your data plan, stuff like that, the timer is going to actually turn off the application after a certain amount of time, which is pretty cool. So these are all little things. You can just say how long you want to listen to the scanner feed. A little bit like a radio. These a lot of these radios and scanner radios, a lot of them have some timers that you can actually set to let them shut down after a while. You can rename your banks if you want, of course. So instead of bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, bank 4, you can say, well, this is local law enforcement, as bank 2 can be ham radio repeaters, bank 3 is all sorts of other type of, emergency, fire, whatever. So in my honest opinion, it is worth $1.99. If you really like these types of apps, it's really worth it. $1.99. And of course you can spot on the map the different areas where you're listening to. So this is pretty cool. You can pinpoint every feed on a map if you want, and so you'll have a better idea. Of course, you can also check for the different codes. Codes are available on the app. So if you want to, learn what they are saying, keep in mind that most of the codes are general codes, so they really are dependent on whether or not your different feeds use the same type of coding, if they mean pretty much the same thing. But great app. I think it's worth $1.99. Honestly, I would pay $1.99 to get this app. It's one of the good apps that you can listen to lots and lots of stuff. When you're in a bank and you want to add new features, well, you can click the plus sign, go into all the different feeds that you have. You have the most popular feeds that you can click. This gives you access to all the popular feeds that people want to watch or listen to. You always get the number of people actually listening to the feed. So for example, Chicago Police, you see here 372 people are actually listening to that feed. So it's pretty cool. Or you can browse by country. So if you live somewhere in the world, you can actually find if your country is here. And of course, with each update and each new update of the app, you will get more feeds. Feeds are going to change, so I think it's cool to listen and to look at the different countries and try to get and see, especially if there's new feeds all the time. So Action Scanner Pro, $1.99. Personally, I think it's really worth it. So if you are into radio scanners, and especially if maybe you were planning or you wanted to have a radio scanner but you have an iPhone, well, this really effectively turns your iPhone and your iPod Touch or iPad into a radio scanner, so it's really nice. If you enjoy our reviews, please subscribe to our channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments, questions on what you've seen, let us know. Any questions on this app. If you maybe you have an app you would like us to review or talk about, let us know and we'll try to put that video online. We do paid apps and free apps, mix of both. So ask away and we'll try to do that review for you. So thanks for watching and hope that you will come back to the iPad Apps First Look channel. Bye bye.